Hi everyone, I'm Gigi. I'm the artsy housewife. This is Flosstube number 3 for me. It's June 5th. It's been a long time since my last Flosstube, and that's just because life just is exciting and it just keeps happening. So up front, I'll just let you know that my dogs, rather than being in the back bedroom, they're wandering the house freely with rawhides. And so you might hear some rustling and snorting and water drinking. But if there's a sudden, hard, awkward cut to the video, it's because they went on a barking jag, and I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna wait for them to finish their barking, and then I'll continue the video, and I'll just cut that portion out so you don't have to suffer through that. So, okay, first things first, the artsy housewife patterns, paper patterns are now getting into local shops, into LNSs, everywhere. Hoffman Distributors is helping to distribute my paper patterns to cross-stitch stores worldwide. So that's really fun and really exciting. And I'm really grateful that I don't have to do the footwork, that they'll do that. Super, super happy about that. I'll just say I reached out to a number of cross-stitch designers, people you definitely know, big people with big followings on Instagram, and I reached out to humbly ask for some advice. And I just want to say, I'm not going to get into specifics necessarily, but just to say that the cross-stitch community is just, it just keeps surprising me how giving the community is. And when a designer has the following that they have on a social media platform, you can imagine that their inbox is just going to be full all the time. Imagine they're just busy. They have a lot of voices coming at them, and then when they take the time to, and I mean really take some time to help me with my specific problem and even beyond, is really awesome. And it's just a really, I don't know, it's crazy. I've been in a few different types of communities in my life, and there's just nothing like the cross-stitch community. It's bizarre. It's great. I don't know. So, the other thing, and so because of that, because I've got Hoffman doing a lot of the more tedious stuff. So then I wanted to get more designs done. And so I got a lot of designs designed, patterns drawn up. But I'm a slow stitcher. And honestly, I'm not the prettiest stitcher. I mean, I'm pretty. I'm going to cut that out. But my stitches are not the prettiest stitches at all. I just enjoy it. I just think it's fun, and that's why I do it. So when it comes to model stitching, I want it to look its best. So I've found, through a few different avenues, I've found a small team of really great stitchers who are helping me with model stitching. And so currently I have 4 stitchers working with me, and 5 patterns that will be released here pretty soon. And I'm really excited about that. They're working, 5 patterns from I'm also working on 2 patterns myself. I'm wearing a mic and I think I just hit it, so I'm sorry if that was... Anyways, I'm working on 2 patterns myself, and I have 5 patterns out there being worked on by model stitchers. And so that's just incredibly exciting for me. Just, you know, such good news. Such good news. I'm going to look at my notes. Oh, so the next thing is my fully finished objects. I have 5, well, no, sorry, I have 3 objects, 2 of which were finished a long time ago, and I think I showed them both, maybe in my first Flosstube, but now I've fully finished them, so that's why I'm going to show them to you. This is a freebie by Lottie Da, and I just put it into a very simple pillow, but it's going into my summer display right now, which is lacking. I haven't in the past really decorated for summer that much. I'm like a fall and winter I have fall and winter decorations like crazy. And then spring and summer, just, I don't know, never really did much for them, but I'm trying to kind of change that a little bit. The other one is, can't remember if this was a freebie or not, but it's by the Nebby Needle. Can't remember if it's a freebie. It might not be. I don't know. But put it into, again, a very simple pillow. No accoutrements, but I like it. Okay, this one is you've never seen this before, and it's fully finished. So this is from Red Pear Sampler, right? Red Pear Sampler. I should have grabbed the pattern. Okay, hang on just a second. I'm just gonna go grab it. Hang on. Okay. All right. Yes. Red Work Pears. I did this middle one, obviously, here. And I did it, I think it calls for 36 count fabric, but I did it on a 32 count. And so I just sort of extended the size of the pattern pieces to make the pear, just kind of extended them by a little bit. And I think it worked well. Everything fits real well, but it's kind of ginormous as far as pears go. It's a GMO pear for sure. It's mega monstrous. I think that its rear end makes me laugh. It looks just like it's got the hugest caboose, and just did like a patchwork bottom on it. Yep. So there it is. I used a stick from my front yard. And these are a couple of just little wool leaves. So that's in my summer display. And that's pretty much all the cross stitch that's in my summer display right now. I just need to do some more summer cross stitch, I think. Okay, so the next thing I was gonna jump into is my design, my unreleased or pre-released, as of yet not released designs that I'm currently in the middle of working on. I don't know if it's interesting to people to see that or not, but because I'm not showing you you don't have a finished piece, you don't have a finished picture to compare it to, but this one's actually getting close to finished. I think you can really see all the elements, so it's worth showing. This one is called Golden Delicious. Uh-oh, you're going to see right through that. Let's see if I just use a project bag in the background. Yep. So Golden Delicious because of the apple tree. And so what we've got here talk about what's not done. Haven't quite finished filling in around the window here. If I hit my microphone again, I'm sorry. It's just right there. Then filling in this roof, finishing the roof checkerboard here. But the tree is finished and the bird is finished and the moon. Now these little balls are going to have greenery coming off of them. So they're like little berries, maybe, like little berries. And then there. This type of design is extended all the way along the bottom in this really bright and spicy color palette. Oh, I didn't bring my floss along. I am so ill prepared for something that I have started probably 12 times already. We'll just keep going. So that is on barnwood. See how it's a pretty dark color. And so I thought, oh, sorry, I knocked the, sorry. So I have somebody stitching it for me in a light colorway. Cindy is stitching it for me in a light colorway, and I changed some of the colors, so not many, just the really light ones. The moon is a pink moon, and that there's just none of this beige white color at all, and just kind of changed it a little bit, but for the most part it's mostly the same. I think it looks amazing in the light colorway and or in the light fabric. And all right, I'm back. She's groaning, but she's not barking anymore. I think that what I was gonna say is about the light colorway. What is really interesting is that having it on the, it's not a light colorway, I shouldn't say that, it's light fabric, but the flosses are actually, they're a little bit darker. What's interesting about it is that it reads much more summer, whereas I feel like on the barnwood, it reads more fall. They're year round. They're not season specific, but I just thought that was interesting how it changes. If I've gotten the gumption to do so, I will have inserted a picture of what Cindy's working on right now. It looks really good, but if not, you can just imagine. Okay, next one. Now this is my butterfly number 2. I have a Steady in Pink butterfly pattern that's available for purchase, but I wanted to do a second one, and I am probably a third of the way done stitching it. I don't like the fabric it's stitched on, or it's not right for the fabric, in my opinion. And I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to do. Do I just keep going with it, and it can just, maybe some people do like it, and it can be an example. Or do I just start restitching it on something else? Or do I just send it off to a model stitcher and just wipe my hands of that, because that was a lot of work for nothing. But I'll just show you. Well, first I'll show you beautiful colors that I'm using. I love these. They're dinky dyes. I feel like the glare on the bags is not helping, but a really muted, natural sort of vibe to that. I'm doing it on this color fabric. Okay, I think that was The fabric itself is beautiful. It's dark cobblestone or cobblestone. I think it's dark cobblestone. And the two of them together, ugh, I don't like it. Oh, you still can't see that very well. There. That help a little bit? I don't like the combination of the colors. My favorite colors in the mix, my two favorite colors are just completely disappearing, and it makes sense. I love these two colors. It's Skinny Latte and Chocolate. The lattes. And they're so pretty. This one's a little bit, see, this one's a little bit pink almost, and then this one's definitely a taupe color. And I think they're so pretty. But they're just too similar, especially that taupe. I mean, where did that even, where does it even go? Disappears on there. So I didn't think that out real well. I should have, if those are my favorite colors and those are what I want to shine the most, I wouldn't be smart to pick a fabric that it just blends right into, it just ghosts right into. So what I see in my mind is something more like this, which is more, well, it's darker than it's showing. Trying to find the, but I'll tell you what it is. It's dirty linen. It's the color dirty linen. And I feel like these colors would do so much better on a dirty linen versus the cobblestone. The mess. But, so don't know. I don't know what to do with it except to just put it away at the moment and do something else and just work on other things. I have other patterns that I'd like to work on that I haven't even started. And honestly, there's just a little bit of frustration, because I kind of feel like I should have known better. I feel like that was, what was I thinking? And then to put that much time into it, and I'm not loving it. I don't know what to do. And that's exactly where I'm at. I'm not even leaning in a certain direction. I just put it aside. And maybe I'll wake up tomorrow morning and everything will be different. I'll know exactly what to do. Okay. Well, those are my designs that I wanted to share. But now here's just some of my whips that I've been working on. No work, just play. I haven't started anything new. I don't need to start anything new right now. So I'm just working on whips you've already seen. This one is Come to the Garden by Blackbird. Come Into My Garden by Blackbird Designs. And I believe I finished and I connected the border. Well, I connected the, I connected the border. There it is. Oh my gosh. So I won't film in front of a window next time. Pain. But I love this. It's on 40 count Fiber on a Whim Dunes. Oh, I know. This will work. I hope y'all are stitching and doing something fun and not just watching me, just watching me struggle. Sometimes it's fun to watch some some struggle as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna say it met up. I'm gonna say it met up because somewhere I went a half a stitch off. You know, I was half a stitch off, and so I just, at the end, I just fixed it by making it a went over 3 threads instead of 2, and it's perfect. It's beautiful. Totally matched up. Get no complaints. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to it. The colors are really pretty, and yeah, I've never done a blackbird designs before, and it's really kind of it feels like a really classical style of cross stitch, and I like it. I like it quite a bit. Okay, so made a lot of piles. Put that over there. I don't know what's what anymore. Okay, here's another whip. This is by Mama Loves You GB. And this is the one where I don't think I actually printed the cover page, but this page right here does have a picture of it. And it's called Don't Be a Dunce, right? It's called Be Not a Dunce. And it's a pretty small stitch, and it's and I'm making it even smaller because I'm doing over 1 on Lugana 28. Yep, 28 count wheat Lugana. I'm doing it over 1. So it's itty bitty. It's so small. I got a little more progress done on it. I'm not sure. I don't think I didn't get the length all the way. I was trying to remember if I got it, if that's as long as it is. And I don't think I got it all. I don't think I've stitched it the whole way down. So it'll be maybe a little bit longer than that. But I'm using, get it real close so you can see the color of the floss though. So pretty. So pretty. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. I sure hope my microphone's working. Sometimes I think I just whisper. That doesn't work, does it? Okay. Silken Colors by the Thread Gatherer. And it's in the color Mississippi Mud. And it's so pretty. It's not gonna, I'm confusing my camera so much. So I think that's gorgeous. It's about time to turn on the AC in here. I live in East Texas, and from this time of year is, I mean, the highs just don't go below the 90s during the day. 90 something, and sometimes it's 100 and something. That's just what it is. But when you have central air conditioning, that's okay. And not really a gardener, so I'm doing fine. This one is my 2023 start. Was going to be my 2023 finish. It's going to finish it by the end of the year. Nah, probably not. But that's okay. It's a GGR Red Deer sampler. And I made my own floss conversion with all DMCs. And even though I think that the overdyes that are called for are gorgeous, they're gorgeous. but it's kind of big and it was a lot. Well, it's funny. I realized it calls for a lot of floss. It was going to be a pretty penny to buy all the floss, but it also called for 2/2 on, wasn't it, on 32 count? I'm not going to go, well, there's also a lot of pages to this. It calls for 2 threads. It's 2/2 on 35 count. But I'm doing it 1/2 on 40 count, which takes half the floss. It probably wasn't going to be as expensive as I thought it was, but I'm enjoying this a lot. And since it's my own conversion, it's kind of fun to see how it comes out. You know, it's just there'll be no other red deer quite like mine unless you ask for the conversion and I give it to you, and then there might be another one out there, and that's okay. Okay, so I'm doing it on Parchment by Weeks Dye Works, 40 count. My favorite fabric. Love this color, Parchment. Everything glows on it. Oh, on black it doesn't. The black background, I need a white background, don't I? Oh well. So I've gotten a ways farther. As you can see, a deer has a full shape, just hasn't been filled in. I put some more flowers up there, filled in some more flowers, and I made a little purple bird. And I put him in because I am getting a little bit tired of filling in the red deer with red, I love the red deer. I love the deer. He's so cute, so majestic. Obviously, it wouldn't be the red deer sampler without him. It's a lot of red, so I wanted to. I mean, the flower pots are so exciting. You know, the color, they're truly psychedelic. And so I wanted to get down. So I put in where am I? Put in this bird so that I could come down and start working on this. And then I'll just fill him in, you know, little by little. But then I get to work on that cool flower pot. And I can come over and work on that cool flower pot. And this one's different than that one, which is awesome. Because sometimes I don't want to do the same stitching twice. I want something new. So it's perfect. Do I have more stitching? I think that's all of my, oh no. I do also have just a little bit more. Oh my gosh. I mean, it may not even be, I think I put like a strand. All right. Look really close at the top of my head. Put like one strand into Land That I Love. Maybe. But I'm still going to show it because I did something. Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. See, standing here, I'm dealing with the light from back here, which is making it hard to show fabric, but there's way less reflection from the windows on shiny things. I don't know, maybe this is a good place to be. There it is. This is on Grandpa's Sleeve by XJU Designs, or XJU Designs. Yeah, I'm sure it's 40 count. I took the sticker off, or the tag, but it's a 40 count. And I just extended the alphabet a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I worked on the flower pot. Pretty sure. I didn't do a whole lot on that though, but I did something, so I might as well add it to my show and tell. Okay, the last two things that I've worked on are not cross stitch. I keep my floss with the right project because that's not right. I'll figure that out later. This is a sort of embroidery type. Not really embroidery. I mean, it's a little bit embroidery. It's a little bit, what do you call it? Applique. It's just a little bit collage by Kathy Schmidt. Schmidt, right? Kathy Schmitz. And this is a black and white printout. I'll make sure I'm not showing you. No, that's just the supplies. I'm not showing anything terribly important. This is a black and white printout. I got this off of Etsy, and you can see her color one there. But it is actually, there's a lot of black and a lot of white. It's very muted. This actually is not that far from what it looks like, and it's really beautiful. It's really sort of sophisticated. It looks really good. Not mine. Sophisticated. Oh. Well, I'll show you the whole thing first. So I went ahead and just tacked down all of my houses, so I know where they're going to be. So I put them all down in there. And then, as you saw last time, I showed you that. But I've done some more work on 2 rows of houses. And added some trees. And just, just added a little bit of detail to it. And yeah, it's fun. It's getting heavy. It's funny. The stitching and there's some buttons and whatnot, and it's like, oh, it's starting to get kind of hefty. So that's where I got on that. And then the last thing I have is VT Harvest. I'm trying to remember her Etsy shop name. VT Folk Harvest. I'm going to put it in the box down below. So I don't have that written down. But she has, and I'll put a link to her video series. She did a video series of a stitch along with me of this pattern. This is, well, it's not really a pattern. It's an image. It's the Pumpkin Lady and Her Dear Companion by Doreen Frost. So her name is Doreen Frost. So if you Google that, maybe you'll just come up with it. But I'll still find her shop name and her YouTube video, and I'll link it. But it's this picture of the Pumpkin Lady and her dear companion, which is a turkey behind her. And it's not expensive. It's a very inexpensive download. This is what you get. You get this sheet, which you can use to create your templates, so that cut out your wool. Because I didn't mention, because this is wool applique. So it's really fun because I wanted to learn wool applique, and her video series is really, really, it goes over everything. It's really comprehensive. And so that was very helpful. So I changed mine a little bit. I didn't want to put the turkey in the background. That felt very holiday specific. And I wanted her to be, I know pumpkins are also very holiday specific, generally speaking, but to me, this is just going to be a year-round thing. So these are going to be giant flowers that are behind her. And I made a couple of flowers, but now that I've got her, everything, this is all stitched on so far. You can see it's all been blanket stitched on. And now that everything's sitting in place like that, I'm looking at these flowers that I made. I'm like, that's too small. It's a tiny flower. I wanted a big flower. Oh, I just realized I probably totally messed up my microphone. I'll get used to it. I'll get used to a microphone. I'll be better. I'll be better. I don't think that's big enough. And so I'm kind of thinking, well, do I add, like, do I just make an even bigger shape and then I'll just stitch this onto the even bigger shape, or do I just start over with a bigger flower? I have two of them, or I had two of them. There it is. But so one on either side, and they're going to kind of match, but they feel too small now. They're not significant enough in the piece. So I'm going to work on that. I got a set of Baldani threads. First time ever working with these. And the colors are so beautiful. Really pretty, really fun. Okay, I'm back. And it's a good thing that I had to stop the video because I need to go grab my giveaway painting. Because in Flosstube number 2, I said I would give this hilarious painting to somebody. And they just had to use the word heist. And so my random comment picker thing came up with Carmen Taylor 376. No, Carmen Taylor 376. There, I think it focused. Yep, it's yours. Message me. give me your information. I'll send it right out. That's it. That's everything. Happy June to everybody. If you're not signed up for my newsletter, it's just once a month, and there's always a freebie. I hope you will. I swear it costs nothing. I promise. Just I'll put a link to it so you can sign up if you haven't. And I don't know. Nice talking to y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.